like to thank the members of the press for joining me. We all find ourselves facing. It is important that all Americans remain vigilant. It is important that all Americans remain brave in this crisis, in this never-ending war on terror. We are going to take your questions quickly and shortly, and please make them brief and to the point. First question, go ahead.
Can you tell the American people when the freeways will reopen?
That is something I cannot tell you at this time due to national security. We have heard that there are terrorists on the freeways transporting not only weapons but thoughts, ideas, books, literatures, DVDs, things that could be damaging to national security. It is very important that Americans support the Safe Citizen Act of 2012, which calls for a global database of everyone, deadline by the end of the year. Anyone not in that database will not be considered a human. Any other questions? We'll go with you. Go ahead.
Well, okay, so when can we expect an end to the food rationing, sir? I mean, I don't understand the line of logic, if ever, and when are the hundreds of thousands of potential dissenters in prison going to be released?
So tough questions. Tough questions. Well, as I told you before, and we talked about this yesterday, did we not? The Food Ration Commission is going to be happening in a year and a half from now. And that's going to come just like...
Well, a year and a half is a little too long to wait, sir. I mean, there are people out on the streets just starving.
Yeah, I'm hungry now.
Do you like your job?
Well, yes, I do like my job,
Would you like to keep your job?
Well,
Pass
yeah.
the mic then. There.
Oh, Mr. Press Secretary, it started this way. Everyone thought George Bush was a joke. So they went after the political joke, and then they went after the adult joke, and then they went after the ordinary joke, like knock jokes.
Sir, you're confused. You've been reading the law. Let me clarify things for you. As we said before, we're in a war. There are enemies here domestically that want to kill you.
But Bob Hope was in a war.
Safe.
Bob Hope was in the war,
Look,
and he told jokes, and there's no we can't even tell ordinary jokes like knock jokes, corny jokes. And you know something? It isn't funny anymore.
There's nothing funny about war, sir.
Well, we can make it funny.
Yeah. But
I got a war joke.
Thanks for your question.
Mr. Press Secretary, Mr. Press Secretary. The American people are very interested in these terrorists that you're describing. How might they be able to
Excellent question, Sam. You know, it takes me back to the year 2006. More and more Americans than ever seen before in our nation's history, are actually working with Al-Qaeda. Case in point, the 9/11 Truth Movement. More than 59% of all Americans question the official story of 9/11. This is the direct result of intense enemy propaganda that has been beamed into all of your minds. We are at war. It doesn't matter how young the children are that die. It doesn't matter about the food rations. None of that matters. War is peace. You are free now, are you not?
No, we're not. We're not. I got a question about that. Actually, I used to say, love it or leave it. So I don't love this country. I wanted to leave it. But they took my passport. They don't allow me to get money out of the country. They don't allow me to do anything. I can't leave.
Well, you know what? You're safe now. You're safe now. Are you taking your medication, sir?
No, that's why I'm wearing this.
Okay, I have another question for you. I mean, why are you wearing a mask and why are you dressed all in black?
Due to the recent assassinations on many of the government officials ongoing in the Civil War here in the United States happening right now, it is important that I conceal my identity for purposes of national security. And the questions you ask all point to very, very sensitive issues pertaining to the Central Intelligence Agency, so I can't provide any more information beyond that. Sorry.
Could you wear a Bozo the Clown mask at least so we could have some laughs?
Am I laughing? Go ahead. This is not a laughing matter, sir.
Mr. Press Secretary, back to this this comment that you made about the terrorists that are taking over the country. How can the American people actually...
Excellent question. And we're about done with questions for the rest of it. Let me answer that, and we're going to wrap it up at this. My message is simple. As I said before, we're in a war that's not going to end. And Americans need to be vigilant and need to be aware that there are terrorists everywhere trying to kill you.
Mr. Press Secretary,
earthquakes,
what do these terrorists? What do
It's,
these terrorists look like?
It could be you. It could be him. It could be him. It could be her. It could be the cameraman. It could be any of us, anyone who questions what we're doing in this war. It's very simple.
I'm a terrorist.
It's very
I'm a
simple. And
terrorist.
we are surrounded with insurgents in our media.
Can
very
you send me
scary
out the
indeed.
country? I'll be willing to go to one of them prisons outside the country. I'll
Yeah.
torture them.
Yeah, you know what? We may have some work for you, and in fact, I have some ideas for you as well. Thank you all for being here, and thank you all for being.
But
vigilant.
Mr. Press
Remember,
Secretary.
war is peace. Peace is war. God be with us on our mission. Thank you.
Boom.